members were unmarried.
But they are saying muyitirize fujjo naddala mwabanywa ku mwenge oluveeno tuukira ku oli.
Let me tell you, none of my wives has ever received a slap.
But you could have received one from them.
Ate nkubulidde tibo bagenda ne batugatta semaka balwanidde omutwe gw'engege semaka kiki because they want to get money from Europeans. Men are killing. If I concentrate on men who have killed their wives, if I concentrate on women who have, they don't make a research. The Kikuyu women beat their spouses, and they are asked, why do you batter your spouses, your husbands? The Kikuyu women responded that these people cannot manage the family. So if I manage the family, then you become my kid because I feed you. I batter you like the way I would discipline my kid. You see the reasoning?
You're violent.
No. Once you fail to look after your family and the woman takes over the responsibility, then you become a kid. Yeah, that's this is what the argument of the Kikuyu. Responsibility yo era nkibagamba
nti okukulembera kakifugisa
singa ababbi bajje ewaka omusajja mukulu ne yekweka mu kitanda munda omwana nakwata ejambiya nagoba ababbi kati maama we atandika kubooza junior mwali gundi mwali kuba responsibility yo kudefending a family has now shifted to who? To your son.
Okay.
Yes, era ffe mu Baganda, the tradition of the Baganda, a Muganda must keep a son of his sister. We call them abajwa. Abajwa comes from a Chiziba word. Omujwa ayijula enju. Omujwa cleans the house. Kuba ye emitego gya family segimukwatako. Omujwa yasalayo kojjawe yetuze. Omujwa yakola ebintu byonna ebyewaka kubanga ye emitego gya wakati gimukwatako. Era batugamba buli bwosanga omwana wa mwanyakaga kojja ntema omutwe oba ompe ssente. Omutwe nguteme. Do you know what it means? Kakati the moment a Muganda man becomes old, nga tekyasobola mirimu gya bufumbo, omukazi alannama bwati omwana wa mwannyoko omujjwa n'amubuuka tomuddako bagenda bugenzi. Yes. Ese kiganda kali
ebusoga nkuyita buyita
anti bakutegeeza kiri kimu kati abo abakazi most of these people are not married
utabutenga obuuka kotwala
ekibiina ekyatulugunya abasajja omusajja omu Catholic priest yagenda nga ali consiring abafumbo until the time he said, you people, you are disturbing, you are wasting my time. Every time you come to me, why don't you divorce? The man told him, because you are not married, you don't know what you are missing in marriage. How can somebody abalwana buli kaseera kakaddeko okuzaala bakajjawa? Yes, certain things are driven by their nature. Nti omupiira bw'oguteeka ku scientific gundi nga kadde bakugamba nti goal nti eri bweti it loses its original test. Kakati abo abakuba beeyambisayo cases nnya. I want to tell you how many ministers did beat their wives during the COVID every time. Obufumbo, violence mu maka batabukadde banyu banjaga. Is only because ate mwana wange ekyo tekimanyi kanje kubuulire bakugamba amaka tegasobola kusanyuka nga nebbaala zisanyuka. Fe abasanyusa amaka nebbaala tuli bagagga. Yes, amaka tegasobola kusanyuka nga nebbaala zisanyuka. If you spend money drinking ate family nasanyuka etya?
Okay.
Yes.
So mubi balancing mutya.
Ati abagagga kakati bote babimanyi ebyo singa nzimbi basomesa. Do you see Walaji? Walaji, many poor people believe it is a gene for poor people. Walaji is for rich people.
Walaji?
Yes.
Mirundi?
Walaji.
Andi
kubasa obumuveera obuvomuveera mwali basirwe babalimba abanambozi bajja ne balwanyisa obuveera obuveera bwali buyamba basoga. Why? Obuveera bwali buyamba mmwe. Omuntu agula ebikajjo okukolamu sukaali ggulu akola obuveera agula ebikajjo sente nyingi okusinga ono afulumya sukaali. Professor inflated net. Where do you make a research? Kakati nkugamba violence is inflated. In fact, in Europe and in America, it's a homicide. Omukazi okutta bbaawe nani is not a big deal.
It's a common thing. We don't want it to come here.
Yes, kubanga psychology zinabagamba nakwata bana bange babiri ne batwala mu psychology. Nengamba ba professor ba psychology they will help you to promote psychology. Toyina nsi gyosanga nga tebirivingira mu psychology. Ti okujja ku Uganda. Nti president yagamba nti omuntu yasoma psychology kutunulya abasibo babagenda kutoloka no yatunulya abasibe nti bagenda okutoka tulina kye tuyita group psychology. Group psychology. I can study the Kikuyus, I can study the Baganda, I can study the Basoga, I can study a group. When we went to Congo, we came with the Congolese women. But none of our UPDF soldiers has come with a Somali woman. I studied the psychology of these two. If you don't want, because the women
you
by
go to
nature,
in Congo, come back with women. You go to in Somalia,
why?
You bring in
Auntie,
one.
Why?
Why?
In Congo, a woman wants a masculine man to protect it. Two, if you don't want a society to produce, you capture their wives. It's a humiliating thing. The Somalis, if you want to not to spend a day in Somalia, let somebody sees you with his wife. Oga Somali. Atoba nabali wanirate mubawasa.
Yo mutandiko.
That's chinkubulira. Until we study the culture. And when I'm going to talk about when I want to look for votes in Busoga, I know what it means. There are things that are not mentionable. Era omuganda akugamba nti oyina emputunga ey'omusoga omanyi lwaki? Musoga, Baganda readers used to go to Busoga to collect revenue taxes. Why? Busoga was a vassal state of Buganda. Naye omusoga akugamba nti atasiima Muganda na mulogo.
Ekyo kituufu.
Ife
bwe tuyidde kituufu.
Atasiima Muganda naki.
Kyobona ni wakoze yakola emyaka 14 Museveni okayomba. Ayiwayayo aifa abataliano.
Atasiima Muganda na mulogo. Omanyi lwaki? Atasiima Muganda na mulogo. Omusoga yattiranga Omuganda enkoko. Aleme mutwala. Naye nga teyeeyize ne instructions nti buli omu alina okuwa omusolo. Kati yamalanga okulya enkoko y'omusoga. N'amugamba nti weetikka ebintu gende. Nga walidde enkoko yange.
Ate n'omanya omusolo.
N'omanya omusolo. Era n'abaziba bakugamba abaziba. Omanyi tekankubuulire you don't nze nina time. Abaziba bakugamba nti Abaganda munaalalaha akayita eya Njumba. Njumba yali mwami w'ekiziba. Nga Abaganda bagenza okusolozaayo omusolo. Agenda obalaba Njumba. Gasaawo emu batambula n'abagamba munaasula nti ate tuyina bamutta ekiro ne bawamba Obwakabaka. Abasoga bakugamba nti atasiima Muganda na mulogo.
Ekyo kituufu.
Abaziba bakugamba nti Abaganda munaalalaha akayita eya Njumba. Yes. So therefore, if you don't, ate kakati ye omunyankola bw'aba akasinga omwana we genda Abaganda bakwite, genda Abanyarwanda bakwite. Yes. Kakati egundi yonna society ogitunuulira nti bano bye bagamba violence mu maka. When you sit down, you study. Nibukuba kuba bubba sente z'abazungu. I've written a book, Uganda Human Rights Current Record. Is it a storm or a drizzle? And I'm going to give you examples. What you are seeing here now is exaggerated. I have quoted the incident.
What is exaggerated? The record of human rights
in 1985, a pregnant woman's belly was slit because the soldiers at a roadblock wanted to determine whether the fetus was male or female. Mukampala. I'm telling you, abasirikale bali ku roadblock ne baga nti ayina mwana ki. Omukazi olubuto bamusa to determine 85 wano mu Kampala. Anti Kampala was balkanized. Lwaki bayitayo half London? We wali UFM. Funanga mu northern part. They had even brought to the Kalamajongo.
Half London kitegeza waffe.
Anti yegamba half London we wali emirembe. Ewakayira. Nga bayitayo half London.
Bachikopa waffe because half London.
Kagati gundi mu Ndeeba. Nga bayitayo Beirut. Kalanda lugwa yali asaze mu Ndeeba. Inengo gyolaba eyo. Amaduuka gonna barracks. There was no city in Ndeeba. In Gundi. The card ko lunaku lumu abamaje bakola operation. Muzawazi yali was telling somebody. Tekadi nonsoboka yali ayagala okuzimba 7-story building. Awo mu popopo. But the security told him not. Totunula mu lubiri. We lost it. Kiseka yali afunye abayisirayiri nga agenda kuzimba kalina 17. We bayita mu katale ke wa Kiseka. Nemuga nti waliwo oluguudo olugenda ebbombo. Nabaga bumulu cheka ikizimbe kyange we lost. Waliwo oluguudo olugenda ebbombo. We lost. Kakati barounding up abantu awo wonna emutundwe awo wonna Kabuusu oluddawa ne bakwata abakazi ne babaleeta bayitise emifaliso. Do you know nti Obote soldiers, because Muyanga told him, if you want these people to abandon rebel activities, humiliate them, bakwatanga omusajja ne bamwebasanga omufaliso piga nyindo. They are raping your wife on top of you.
What are you saying?
Yes.
Webake utaiko omufaliso.
You were matrix ku mukazi wo. Era bwe bayola abantu abo ne babaleeta mu lubiri.
Mu Uganda mu?
Yes. Waliwo Radio Uganda emu ne babakowoola mwenna. Abantu bonna mujje mu lubiri. Paulo Mwanga yabayita ne bajja mu lubiri. Thinking they will take their wives back. Bazire yagamba, when a soldier comes to you and wants you to enjoy with your life, with your wife, accept it, is your brother. If a soldier comes to you and you have 3 trousers and he takes one, why do you complain? Is your brother, is your brother. And he said, Abaganda ndogoyi pamaleje kuba netambula. The people expected to take back their wives, and what they lost went back empty-handed.
Somebody says ebigambo ebyobujozi bw'ebityongo gamba abantu bali mu kubonaabona nti Abaganda ndogoyi omalaje kuba netambula.
Let me give you another example. Waliwo omusajja bali mumuyita Labi Mulondo. Labi Mulondo yalina mutani nga bamuyita Mulondo. Mulondo yali wa UPM. Kati bamukwata ku ssimu ng'ayogera. Yali muwanika wa UPM ndoza n'ayingira mu Buyeekera. He was arrested for being involved in rebel activities. Taken to Naire Mansion. Muwanga we yatuulanga. Naire Mansion. Kakati bamukwata taata we Labi Mulondo na Johasi Mayanja Nkanje.
Naire Mansion ye Serena ye Serena.
Kakati namuleeta ne bagendayo. Muwanga yali amanyi Sekajja yali wa mawulire Katwe balina olupapula lwabwe bamusibirako ne Karamojja ne bagendayo. Muwanga yababuuza, if I release your son, are you going to restrict him not to engage in labor activities again? Labi Mulondo narrative from Muwanga, and assured him that if I get my son, I'll make sure that he does not continue participating in labor activities. Now, what is him? Muwanga yaddanga mu dirisa bw'ati n'akwata essimu uwayo mujinga abaganda tebamanyi Luswayiri n'abagamba anti yali Makindi n'agamba Mulondo nija wasi mayanja nkanje ne Sekajja nkubye Makindi esimu mugende bamubawe baba wangu ezijudde musaayi flesh blood. Uganda toko tukintu musoke
China abana ba Muwanga mu ggwanga.
Yes bali bagala okubayo ekibiina abamanita naye omuti gw'endege yabaali bagutema omuti gw'endege ensi yalisiriseko nali nsirise omuti gw'endege yabagutema singa baggala Museveni n'alookinga ekibuga ekizimbe ekyo kya monita singa tekiriyo kuba obusajja obwo babukozesa nnyo kakati Muwanga killed oyo gundi Mulondo. Yes bagenda kukimanyi. I was talking about kintu musoke abayekera bakayira bwe baali bava enalubugo bayisirawo bamukyala bamwitanga Katoogo. The first woman okuvuga emmotoka z'empaka was Katoogo, not Muwongi. No, you don't know the history. Katoogo yavuganga emmotoka z'empaka, the first woman. Anti babi recording amwambala mpale bebasooka okwambala empale empanvu olukiiko lwa Buganda ne luyisa ekiteeso buli mukazi ayambala empale endabada aw'omusolo afuuse musajja.
That was good. Yero wakiseke tukola kati
buli mukazi ayambala empale ey'ekisajja aw'omusolo
tubawe emirimu ekyo nange nkyogera buli ayambala empale y'ekisajja
you don't know
umuteekeko
most of this thing I'm going to explain. Kakati bakayira bayita wuwe yayina bbaala Katoogo nga bayitawo mu Katoogo we banywa omwenge okujja okulumba kati Muwanga n'amukwata n'amutwala bw'omanye kye bayitanga Argentina House. You are talking about civil human rights, safe houses. Do you know what was happening in Argentina House? There was a house in Bugolobi called Argentina House. You call the survivors of Argentina House. Kakati gundi Muwanga Paulo Muwanga kintu musoke nagenda namugamba nti wakuttemu, you arrested, your boys arrested, gundi arrested mwenyinaze Muwanga yagamba nti mumugiye mu Argentina House. When kintu musoke looked at his sister, he collapsed. Envunyunga ziva mu nnyindo ziva mu kamwa ziva awa. Kintu musoke told Muwanga, where can I take this person? Why don't you kill her? Mukifo ky'okusafalinga bwati Muwanga. I'm not talking about dead people. I'm talking about living people.
Because Kintu Musoke still lives.
Yes. Waliwo omusajja yali gundi nga mwitaana ate yabeerako na wano. He was a member of parliament for the Democratic Party. That's why I told Semwogerere, you cannot forgive more than God. Abantu tebagenda kukkiriza ba UPC and we parted the company. Njawukana naye Semwogerere.
Kwa mugambe kigambo
kati waliwo omusajja nga bamuyita Kazinja. Kazinja aba UPC bamugamba ayingire UPC. N'abagamba no. If you want me to join the UPC, give me your card. Nga Kazinja akimanyi nti waffe tayitamu. Bwakwata kadi ya UPC takola ki? Tayitamu. Do you know what Muwanga did? Muwanga yatta abazungu ne babasuula ku nyumba ya Kazinja. Kazinja was in parliament. He disappeared in the parliament. Mwana we muwala yali azadde omwana nga walunaku lumu. Baawe najja okulaba omwana. They were never seen again. Waliwo Kagodo oyo omuvuka president gwe yali awadde obwambassador e Turkey. Let him tell you how his mother found herself in the Argentina House. Never moved. So I'm not condoning.
That's good. So if such things happened there,
yes,
must we see the same under Museveni? We thought Museveni came
what
to
measures have we put in place?
Let's have a short break. Tutandike ne Tamale Mirundi.
I've written.
Bali mu kuwakanya oba president Yoweri Kaguta Museveni anagenda mu lukungaano mu Joe Biden ng'abamu wakanya baga nti Museveni yefuddemo mu bikolwa ebityobola eddembe ly'omuntu.
Ebyo byonna
teyandisaanye kwogera n'abantu. Tamale Mirundi aga nti Museveni tagerageranyizika kubalala mu bikole bye.
But he has failed. He has no team. Any leader, any political party that uses mercenaries and humiliates those who deliver committed and dedicated service to him, her, or it, you ended up using mercenaries. Museveni uses mercenaries.
Because mwamuva.
And tewali. And this is why this young man, ekibiina kijjewo, waliwo ekiseera tukugamba, is a party reformable. Oyinza okugula ennyumba n'ogikuba n'ogijjawo ogule poloti. At times, is NRM reformable? Is NRM iliyo? NRM iliyo? If Museveni does not give these people money, bakola. When you see them, bagenda, when you look at an NRM candidate, akola buko. No musango. Olo chuwanuka na jani kalugire.
Yes, but Mirundi, let me agree. NRM lewe yandibadde nga eri weak.
Yes.
Should it be General Muhoozi, the father of the owner of the NRM, to tell us that the party is not people's party? Of all of people?
Yes. Has examined it. Do you see? When you do political, me I support him was 100%. Jakutuanulira ye bango eriyabania ku bantu abajoze nseno. Ane mumuna mwogere tewali kintu kibayogerera Museveni yabayogeredde mutabani we tekiriyo.
You say that NRM,
yes,
whatever it has become,
it is what?
It's not a people's party.
Why do we have revival churches? The traditional religions have decayed. Any institution that stays in power for a longer time, it develops political inertia. Gaga. Mulimu yingira mu government muno no junior mu nagishiye yenuka buli wamu. Politics is based on alliances, not a slave and master relationship.
What has been Muhoozi's contribution to NRM?
I think abadde mu maji. Let me tell you. Kanchikubulira olwaleero. Look what Museveni. Look what Museveni. You see, we cattle keepers, we don't believe in permanence as long as our cows are protected.
Your what?
Our cows are protected. A cattle keeper like me, if I know drought, egenda kutente zange. Abaana balekayo okusoma nze ngende ewalala. Abeesoboli badde niyabayika batuule. Naye ente zange zitambule. Ky'obalaba Abaganda balwanira Kabuli. Bazikawo kitange. Naye nga omuzimu lwaki tegwatuuka mutabani wa Beni nkanye kuba ne nnyina bwe yali alowooza nti banziike wano talitundawo yatundawo. Omusajja najja n'akwata n'akateeka mu kutiya n'akateeka wali ag'amakisensiya gaamukola ki ng'omuzimu tegwatuuka gundi. Kakati look what Museveni. Whatever Museveni does, kuba nze mbagamba Museveni is very close to his son. Waliwo yali asaasanya olugambo ate akubiddwa. Museveni yabagambye boundaries. Engage district yourself to the economy, bring investors. But politics, I will put him into prison. Get it from me. Siringa tadong, siringa abafunanga tax. Kusosi kwenyini. The flamboyant people you see there are panicking. Eranze ne unya oyogundi chiwanuka netumwebaza. I see these three people planning their escape. Bali ndokera kumachanga bano baduse bali kweba bafunganire wano. I always to see people talking. What about our future and our children? Are we going to go to China to eat snakes? Somebody told them the problem we have is that we have accumulated some of this wealth primitively organizing. Akatika nkobona nti look at Museveni. Museveni started for NASA. 1980 went to UPM. After UPM we went to where? NRM. Kati kino takita.
Yaliko ne mu DP.
Kino kiri infested kirimu ababbi.
And it is an indictment of himself that having worked for 36 years building a party, you built nothing.
I've told you that we the cattle keepers, we don't have permanency. if it has been infiltrated by the enemies.
So kitegeeza mwabajja ne Muhoozi wono ku nkofiira munajja n'ekibiina ekirala.
Why? And let me tell you, people who break up, because you analyze, there are certain things that are not reformable. NRM is not reformable.
What is wrong with NRM?
Omuntu yagiteeka mu mpale nga buli wamu wonna yateekawo abantu.
NRM is
not reformable.
It is under Museveni.
And it's not there.
It is under Museveni.
NRM
it is Haji Kigongo's thing. Have they failed?
Let me tell you, balabikadde. When do they see them on the ground? Gwalabeyo omusajja ayambadde enkofiira ya Museveni ng'ayita mu jjinja. When the Basamize can come up and express themselves to Yabasamize, you go to any area and they say, I need a DP man or a UPC man. You will stand up. But when you need these ones are mercenaries. There is no party. These are mercenaries. They come and say, the thieves, those who steal from people's properties, who steal people. This discredited. Let me give you examples. Gorbachev wanted to reform the Communist Party, grassroots. It failed. There are things that NRM cannot be reformed. You cannot. There is a sabotage in the government. In fact, Museveni should topple his own government. That's what I'm saying. To Museveni, ababbi basikala wo ajja kugwa. Uvuno kwenda kugamba luli. Omulaba
grabs Museveni's polls radio money.
Nababulirawo. Bado mulunyango tetuga nti abalira okuhinduka. Omwana bw'aba akyalya n'otomuggyako mmere bano abalira okuhinduka. Obugagga bwonna babuyina ne bagenda ne muorganize abalira okuhinduka. Olubuto lumala kwabika n'avaawo. That's what we say in Kinyankole. Abalira okuhinduka. Nabbabulika ndize nabawandika ne mbagamba nti TV za Museveni bazibbye. Kaliko date ki. Era nabagamba nti in my language you have a saying that akanafa tekabulira ngombe, meaning that an animal that is trapped and killed by hunters keeps its ears closed. The reasoning is that how can an animal with clear ears like a party follow prey to the hunters, the thieves? The hunters move with the hunting dogs, they make a lot of noise. This is when I differ with some of our people who are amassing wealth, who are busy interfering with the businesses that employ the majority of our people. These are like the hunted animals Muganda refers to in the above proverb. But
let me get it clear.
No. Museveni n'abawa abantu radio ne TV 19 billion nazo ne muzibbawo. That would popularize your party. Let me give you an example.
Buli kalejo tuteka nti NRM.
Ndetera ka Museveni kange. And ordinary people name it.
Yes.
How can you put educational adverts in newspapers? Are you assuming that every parent is able to teach his son or daughter
to buy a newspaper?
To buy a newspaper? Is it? Why don't you produce textbooks? Ekintu kya mu kyononye. Omusajja n'aleeta Museveni yanangirira $400 million n'azeewula za masannyalaze reya baziba ne baziteeka ku ttaka. How are you going to popularize your party? Tunyoka bunyozi tufune sente tuleeta abantu mu parliament. Kakati yes, certain things. Let me give you examples. The Communist Party cannot be reformed.
I can assure you.
Communist Party yali tekyasobola kuddawo. Communist Party.
Mirundi.
Grassroots yalema ne mukola kusingako. When you go to Italy, the largest Communist Party in Western Europe was in Italy.
Look at me.
But it turned itself into progressive. In Poland, the Communist Party collapsed and was replaced by Solidarity Trade Union. Yes. There are times when
but I should tell you this for our future, there are two things.
4 days in Alimutebeera, Eliruda, where is the roots? Njagala y'omuntu, Chama cha Mapinduzi ina offices zaayo. Naye njagala ombuulire ku NRM. Jimbuulireko NRM. ne ofisi ya ye Ruwero yaggala bonenga aziba wadde nakozera byabadde bikalamamu omwana ono kye kimunyiziza kubanga sente za kitaawe mu kalulu. How can you explain the billions of money you use during campaigns? Buganda yonna ne bagisweepinga. That's why you sacked the minister of Mugundi ono omukyala oweewamu mbula babuuza. You have a structure of RDCs. You have the structure of RDCs who reported to you. How couldn't these people, when people bamunitalinga ni storm nachi, how could these people fail to know nti mu Buganda bagenda tukuba?
Mbula kubuuza yabatuma okubba ettaka because ekyanyiza Abaganda omuntu omu nga Tamale n'ogw'abantu 10 ku kyalo what would Esther that was your own thing. The wave was strong. Mirundi, the wave was strong. The red wave eya Nup was stronger because of the evils and ills. No.
Why General Muhoozi can succeed, can be the next president?
Where?
I'm telling you. Ate muyina follow back position. Ono yiyadde mu
ng'ekyali muwagidde
temuyina ba allies.
Mirundi.
And you don't have a follow back position.
Ensobi gye mwakoze.
Ono ye yalowooza nti ajja kutujoga
infrastructure ya NRM mugivumye.
Temuyina follow back position.
NRM ye yandibakoledde mugivumye. Because we build on NRM and you are saying it has become something else. Where are you going? How much time will it take to build your own party?
Let me tell you, digital open indicators. Do you know the second largest party in the parliament? The independents. Why are they running out from NRM? They don't want to inherit the NRM problems. Kyafadda. Kyafire. Museveni yaleka omuntu omu n'akizanyiramu. Bad money drives away good money away. Tuddukane tumulekere obujozi bwe. Ate tavaayo ye tasobola kuvaayo. Kyobola bana abalimba. Where do you find the money? Gundi yasoma ki? Tadongo. What is the academic qualifications of Tadongo?
You need to find out.
Okay. Because I'm disappointed. But Sidawuti and Simugezi. But he receives falsehoods from somebody. How can you say? Sitole never monitor. Omutugwali bagenda okutemawo nejja Mugundi mu New Vision. We are stopping our campaigns. Who is engaged in our campaign? Who tell us? And if he is engaged in another campaign, if you are engaged in another campaign, what take him to different measures?
Disciplinary measures?
Yes.
How do we discipline him?
It's
not in NRA.
Yes.
He has already...
Who should complain? Who should complain? If we find here people seated in this studio, what do? Do we fight them? Or we go to the manager and tell him?
That's the manager.
Yes. Who is the manager now? Is Museveni who was given a mandate, not Tadong. Tadong is not known anywhere, apart from Wacholi. Let him walk through the streets of Jinja. That's why in Nabanja, for Abaganda, as someone at Tambulanga Namiramanyo, as said at Atawe, Bamusabaka Bikorokomba Naremerao. Ne mu politics bebakola kati Nabanja afuuse popular yiti for justice nabaga wakwetonda. There's a problem with this man. Give him a handler before he makes a statement. Yes, give the chief justice naye ndoza sikaza emyaka 2 or 3. It ends up embarrassing himself. It means either he is suffering from inferiority complex. Abasajja bakuba abakazi balowooza nti omukazi akujoga atya kubanga you are suffering from inferior.
Actually what Owinyi Dolo did gwe kyekikulemye
ekitya
to apologize.
Anti tekiriyo. Let me tell you, even in media law, I clapped for Namuganza. In media law,
yes,
in media law, Namuganza will defeat these people.
Namuganza
defeat you. Namuganza mwenye abatwala bayina brain yabo. Namuganza mukazi nnyo
defeating a parliament
agenda defeating
yaganyo kwetonda something simple.
In media law, there is no media institution that wants to apologize. When you apologize, it does not stop somebody from taking you to court. It's only a judge who considers your apology, but you end up burning your fingers. We say, clarification, but there is no educated editor who can apologize. I cannot. When I started apologizing, then when will people know that I'm now talking sense?
You can say today and apologize tomorrow. But
you see,
Mirundi,
when you
animals
during the communication,
they've apologized to each other.
No. When will you be trusted? They did not do mass communication.
Government
mass communication, a source must be credible. That's why your newspapers are not trusted. Enchano wandi kachini, enchano wandi kachini. Ndaba wabuken. Omwana omuvuka bada wamba aba. Ngaba na semba kuba mubifana. Enkambi bamutute mu nkambi yabadda bateka zirirudda ngate tezijja mawulire gamu. Nulo basebbu.
Ekirungi obasoma wategedde otya biba.
Anti nze nsoma busiru. I read your newspapers for busiru. Nti mbabuulira. Tikati nabagamba kati abakifiiriddemu. Nti you decided to incite the veterans to demonstrate against Muhoozi. Kati kitaawe n'akitegeera. Who are behind this? Nemuga nti police bazikuba abayekera boogere kati bakyazikuba. When I mention it bakyazikuba. Bakyazikuba. Kakati owa police akifiiriddemu.
Then the chief mafia in this country is you.
Inspector General Police akifiiriddemu. Kubanga ye Muhoozi mugezi. Nebaga nti omusajja abagezi. Muhoozi mugezi nnyo. If you are quarreling with your wife, whether she is pregnant or not, where do you go?
In the bedroom?
To a scanner.
Oh, when you are calling for a pregnancy?
Yes. If what officer says they are not rebels, and the Inspector General of Police says they are rebels, deputy, where do you go? Our scanner is the Minister of Security, who has intelligence, but he's nowhere to be seen.
He's quiet.
He doesn't want to commit himself. And nobody is asking him.
It is actually you now who is bringing him in the picture.
Yes.
That he would be the best scanner.
An intelligent man like Muhoozi. Mugezi. The absence, when Muhoozi keeps his mom, I know. Nti mumateka, singangena mukoti, nempo obujulizi obutali ku osi. A sensible judge will know. Nti obujulizi bwono bulimu obulimba. Era ya reminds waliwo no lawyer yakubye omwana wange. Omwana wange yagula poloti. Ne bamubba nga tebamanyi nti mwana wange nagende bakiziganya naye abulanga you several times. If you know the father of a lawyer called Mark who operates at Bwebajja, tell him you talk to your son because the matter goes beyond the logic. If your friend of Mark is watching me, if you're a friend of this lawyer, you slap my son who has come, you cheated.
A lawyer cannot slap. And the decorum tekiza kuba.
Njagala tukole endagaano munaku 7 atta munne n'omulamba agusigaza taguwa waabwe. Tukole endagaano ku Consul Square nti atta munne munaku 7 n'omulambi waabwe taguwaayo yagweziikira. You see, you are stupid. You took my money, you took my son's money. A man is a doctor, a man and a doctor, as well as I immediately. A cause of sent over being almost slapping. Nzijokati Bwebajja. Genda ku police over yitewo. Nkusange wonabo. Unless you sub, if there is if anybody knows your father, nga gwe kitawo omuvuka kubayita Mark, aliye Bwebajja yakubye omwana nga yamubba sente ze. Mutandika okulongosa.
Jesus Christ. So Mirundi, you agree with Muhoozi? Yes. NRM is People's Party.
These people tebayina magezi. Why? Kubanga ekibagano kuba na magezi kiri bwe kiti. Nti ekibagana okuba n'amagezi kiri bwe kiti kiri bwe kiti
katoyongereyo
kakati bwe kankubuulize
tubadde tumaliriza NRM because you cannot undermine an infrastructure eva ku kyalo paka ku national.
It is easier structure ki nga bakugamba nti waliwo abantu asatu naye waliwo ndiye bafuna 0 nga asatu galaseewo bakuli ebbengo
in representation at every level of governance
bakulimba this artificial bali basente. I identified this thing long time ago nti bobe nyine gwe how do you feel nti okuva e Kampala okutuuka emutoko lena ali mwena mu member parliament yoko yes eyawangula kasole ewaffe with all of the resources I know were independent nenga bamuleta sa ate ba government ne bategeera nti awutayitawo kasudira omanyi abasiramu bali very assertive abasiramu ne baba 10 ku kyalo bafuna omuzikiti ata yazina na yazinira ddala ng'engoma z'ekereziya ne kanisa za ku Sande so wasat himself ekintu kyonna if you don't assert
in fact bone baba babiri abagenda okusalira omwazi
era balaba mwazinyi wali kakati Museveni yazimba ekibiina kino ekizimba bubi yajja na mugendo she failed to put up a party omugendo ogwa referendum noteeka mu constitution iyo nti bannange omulundi gumu bwetunayagalanga ng'emizikiti giggala nga tusomera mu churches ate bwetunaavangayo eyo ng'ate tudda mu mizikiti. Why do you have an incomplete constitution? We have to have a referendum to go. There are 3 systems in Uganda's constitution: a multi-party system, a movement system, any other democratic system. Why they don't? Kat mbulia constitution imwe eta concluding. Tell me one.
That is a conclusion. Having
ati ya concluding achi.
Tunabanga nebine ebinju kalanga tunabanga n'ekimu tunabanga n'enda.
Yes. Ali chenkubulira kati.
What was wrong was to put the NRM system in the constitution.
This is why when you criticize these DPs and UPC as sectarian parties, but they have roots. When you attack the Democratic Party, it retreats in the Catholic Church. When you attack a UPC, it retreats in the Anglican Church. Where does NRM retreat to?
Chankwanzi.
Chankwanzi wa. Me I don't go to Chankwanzi. To go to Chankwanzi, a person to lecture me in the political science must be a professor of political science. Mukwaya. Mukwaya mumwe? Yes.
You cannot have only one. There are other professors.
Nkugamba. The problem yabwe.
So does Muhoozi talk to his father?
Yes. They must be close.
So lwaki byeyogera bino teyabigamba kitenda nti taata NRM yeerabika
ayina baakuba ayina Muhoozi responding to these arrogant fellows.
Yes, but when you put in the public domain
anti nabagamba nti ekizibu ky'abano ono omujoze nnyo kuddira kintu nza njoze nnyo najjako programu zange nakwata sente zange nakola tawangulwangako. This is his problem. But in the politics, a setback is good. When you suffer a setback, then you go back and pond over the point. Nobody knows ofuna yakuba. Nabagande bomunayogerera mukoze ebifaanana bibitya nga ku mizigo kuliko abaana abapamapama buli wamu. Bwajja wabasiba nappire bwabamulalu endulu zivuga. Era politics wa Uganda wakusiba nappi. Obete yasiba abaganda nappi. Ensi nesanyuka. Be bali bajoge eggwanga. Obete yasiba abaganda nappi.
And in Uganda, like you can mention that.
Yes.
Really like that.
Balemadde amasaza g'ebunyolo balemedde ki? Because they are behaving like Romans in the Roman Empire. For us we are important. For us we are what? Bano bakanja bulo. Bano basiba ibasonga. Bano kakati obete yino kubasiba nappi. Obete irrespective of his background bakuba mu ngalo. Amin mu 71 nasiba obete nappi. Everybody knew the brutalities of Idi Amin. Never ana wanula yebbango lyabajozi n'abasiba nappi. Netujja zonna wano. Netujja. Obete n'akomawo nasiba babinayisa nappi. Ensi n'esanyuka. Netujja mwanga nasiba obete nappi. singa tebulali talwerwero Muyanga budwa stage
nawe roya go bayita Mark agenda kusiba na
Museveni natusubira Paulo Muyanga ne banne nappi kati nabana ebyo byonna Museveni mukominisi Museveni mwavu Museveni mukibabyogera but once people are looking for anasiba nappi abantu baba banonyana siba abajozi nappi n'abasuma tebafaayo afaanana atyo banonyasiba abaana bano abapama buli wamu nappi.
Very good. Yeah. Now you know why the population rallied behind Bobi Wine.
Yes.
Definitely. Yes.
A drowning person this is why when you abuse Bobi Wine ayongera kula.
Now which one?
Yes. Because you have not addressed the real issue. Ati nze nkubuulira nti I know era nabawakanya abusing Bobi Wine will not work. Nemba gamba nti bakusasira yakola ekintu ekiri mu office bakusasira balinga omukazi wa kabina kujjako ekikoyi kasigala kanene. What was the role of kusasira omayinja? The only thing they managed to do was to deny him entrance in parliament. Why? Era nono chema ne bwana abula ati jamu wangula mu musango. Why? They don't want an opening of a by-election. What if Bobi Wine goes to parliament? Basically, a failed one.
But Bobi Wine can no longer go to parliament or Songa. The public, his supporters believe he's too big for parliament. He cannot go to that.
Bobi Wine ekimuyambye controlling parliament violence in Timbalaga Bantu. Yes, this is how he has managed. Then he was failed, basically failed to control the party outside parliament. This one has managed because abagamba mbalaga bantu.
Because what we oversee. So you belong to Bantu.
Mpuka dukeno umutwe kwenye Muhanga tuvumbi ne numbers baluzunga. Yaba kumisa bantu. Violence. Violence yabatemingisa. Badukeko. Gagati.
So your lawyer teteri wa Bobi Wine, lawyer teri mu bantu akulaga nti abantu be bakulina confidence.
Ati kubolide nti mbimanyi. I wrote it to 2017. Nemba buli how dangerous Bobi Wine was. Like Muhoozi tebalina kyamukola. Ekyaze mabere n'omugombaga mumera. Abaganda bagezi nnyo. Abaganda bakugandi having breast does not mean that will produce children. Fashion ya Katonda. Temukazi abeera n'amabere. Ekyaze mabere. Omuganda akugamba nti ekinaakulyogo bakijja. When you chase one animal and it comes back a wild animal, then you prepare to enter.
What I can tell you, Mirundi, and you need to listen to this carefully. Ebintu biri Museveni byayagala and are protecting jealously. One is the army. Two is the NRM. Anybody who speaks ill about the NRM will suffer. Museveni is going to punish Muhoozi and you. Again, punishing. He will punish you for you cannot say that about his baby.
I will tell you that Museveni is missionary oriented. The party is infiltrated to the extent. Kubaba ali balowooza kino ekyabazzukulu can be turned into an anti-Muhoozi. Nobody can protect Museveni in retirement than his biological son. I want to assure you. I know what guides his retirement.
Is he interested in retiring?
Yes.
Mr. Museveni?
Obviously.
Retiring?
Museveni will retire.
Retire?
Oui. No, you tell it day. On your big one at Duka.
I do not even want to imagine.
You not call it the way the
word retire. My view, why don't you now copying from the big people? Muhoozi, Mirundi, totally bigger than Nabanja,
no,
totally bigger than Owunyidolo. But if the two can apologize,
what do they want to achieve? I prefer my dignity.
Apology does not take away your dignity. Why don't you reconcile with those?
You in the future. You think they are doing a good work?
Yes.
No.
Because this one's the head of an arm of government, this one's the head of another arm of government.
Has embarked on a self-destruction mission.
Again, the Chief of Justice.
Yes. I think I'm Bukenya ba muzanya batia. Kiseka bamuzanya batya kazi we bamugamba nti kazi waga ntente wa senazo zina love. The moment somebody pushes you to apologize every time is undermining your credibility. Tell him, tell the Chief Justice somebody is busy undermining your credibility. Atabu abalamuzimba sasira. Where does Kapuma work, a former acting Chief Justice? The only place where they found him a job was civil aviation that has nothing to do with the judiciary. Where does
he's in the civil aviation as chairman?
And where Kadulebe work?
Kadulebe chose to retire. No, we never designed the judges to work because we give them a lot of retirement.
Politics rotates around credibility. Politics rotates around credibility. Yes, ani abise. Oyo mumalega confirminga. Yes, me am a honest man. I cannot apologize again. We come and talk. To talk about what? You know what you want is my recording. See just about. Can what's the Surah my man? Did you? Well, how did you start this? You underestimated me. I cannot talk. Even Jesus put a crowbar on mubasonyi we kubanga chibakola teba chimanyi. Anybody akola chamanyi temusonyi wagana. Paka nsiwe gwawo. Yes.
That addition is yours. Mubasonyiwe kubanga tebamanyi chibakola we yakoma.
A man like Muhoozi no mumali shinga no mukuba mawulire no mukuba ndi mutamivu nalebya kagwako gwako mbali high wali okoze kyo kasajja gwe okuti ko mugwako gwako mu parliament. You end up discrediting people who have done a lot of good work. Wali okoze kyo gwe mbobubwa. If I grab you I can kill you. Obwabukedde bwakuba. Museveni ayise nyina wa Mirundi amukebera omutwe. Do you know what it means? Nti one day, if a sensible government comes, kuba onogundi wabo, omulamuzi yaleta ruling mu court mu parliament. Nti vetting stops at academic papers. But if we come, netukijawo ekyo, judgment yo mugwago gwagweyo. Omanyi nti one day somebody can reject me. A newspaper, a government
you already rejected.
At that time, described as an insane. You don't know. Me, I'm not a joker. Do you know the damage?
And the damage.
Why do these people suffocate me?
If an educated man,
they will use them in the future. Do you know? I was telling my wife this morning, one of them. Bagalamba with tape says Sijabawa. To haunting a future. They know they are educated. If these tapes and now
what
they're
would
scattered.
be the pain in somebody calling you a madman when you are not?
Me.
I come here to moderate shows and people like
they
say,
that
bother me.
Never omukangobole Muyanga. Never reconcile with somebody who has been fighting you to destroy you. It's like a saying that if I overpower you, ngozo kunzira njikudize mundu wasa bwasa to teach you nti ekintu ekyo kibi todda mu kukikola mu Uganda bwe busibugwamu somebody humiliates Kadaga the way he was humiliated and channels ya mu parliament nga nchema mungi ne bakwata ne wiribalo ne bafulumya ebintu byo and then I come back to parliament I attend the cabinet and cabinet ne squatter ntebe bimukuba mutu that's not my character. That is not my character. And I don't do
your character is not human character. It is animal character.
I don't butter my wives because singa omuwala wange ankubira esimu nti omukuba. Era kati nina gwe nnoonya. Nina mukoddomi wange gwe nnoonya. Nebwe namukwata enjoka abegwa bajja enjoka zijja batokwata. Misreaching my daughter.
Let your daughter come out. Lwaki asigala
anti bote bagala kufaayo ninja kukwata omuko nja muzingiza mu monitoring ojja kulaba
omuko you are warning emuko the husband of your daughter
mistreating
so yagala muko
nje kumuzingiza
omuko
nze motoka yange randi cruise ebera mu fulu tanka nembazi n'ensululu ndio mwana nge nankubira sibo ntata gundi ankuba gumuto wasomulala teke
omuko
tutokota tutokota oje kumutowa somulala tutokota kale kakobole ndamuganza wagenda opakubira Namuganza,
I hope your statements do not damage her career because
Namuganza
atekwa kwetonda oli mukwongera mukakanyazi.
You see, for you don't look at the chronological events. Namuganza was accused of abusing the speaker. What did the recommendation do? Area speaker. She confronted the speaker. But because was at that time fighting for people who are abandoning her now.
Now you understand.
Yes.
She was fighting for people who have abandoned her now.
And that is how mafia.
Wonderful.
That's how mafias behave.
Wonderful.
A mafia does not have a permanent friend. A mafia only praises your lord. Has no friend.
But your Namuganza is also too much involved in the Muhoozi project that at one time in Jinja, she was the chief organizer of the Muhoozi project.
Mu Uganda kasitoyogera noga nti Museveni, as she was protected mutakali nti Museveni yandagira. The moment you mention Museveni in the parliament, then you are dead. You must go.
Why did she mention that? No,
kakati we know how parliament operates. When somebody makes a statement in the parliament, inside the chambers of parliament, you either withdraw or substantiate. But this one was outside the parliament, which means if somebody was angered, must go to court.
Namuganza is so you are saying the censor motion against her cannot succeed?
She will go to court. You let us give it a wider.
In around the house like the one
and the judges are itching. You don't know. The only way, kubanga parliament, constitution way yali parliament yenu, yajiwa powers nyingi. Kati parliament does not realize tibaji provoking into courts of law. Nebajijako powers zayo. Kakati Namuganza jagenda mu court. Court will determine the powers of a committee of parliament. No, deputy speaker, political science. They have no respect for people who never did the political science. Because in the political science, everything, every noise, every sound, every movement, every decision is purposeful. And you just,
even the noise?
Yes. A man use a cab. Which one comes first? To give a man a berry or a cab? He should stop talking about us. We give him money. No, that cannot work. Give him a man and the set was more than a Sagalanga Yomba. No, yes, from me. Hey, we told him to keep quiet. Some of you disciples, me, who has hardened for 20 years. What? I'm 67. What else do I want? Rozana wangalimia kemeka. Ejinjo gesakati. So kakati nkubulira ne gamba. Ti Namuganza ayine ekisengechi. I strongly suspect they want to drag a parliament into court. Ukimanyi ekyo? Namuganza is dragging a parliament into court because what was the reaction of parliament when she confronted the speaker?
But how much time does it take Namuganza to apologize?
Why apologize?
Mirundi, it pays to be humble. Mirundi, listen to me. Abantu bajja kumukutu kuno ne banvuma. And you know what I do? I humble myself and thank you. Because I don't have time to argue with fools.
When I went to stand for election,
a prime minister guides you. No. A prime minister says, come and apologize. My sister, come and apologize. Namuganza said, I'm sorry for purposes of satisfying the ego of the others.
Tajja kuyamba bakazi balala. One nyumba ya jagala. Me don't apologize. Let me tell you. Omusajja bamuyita Ali Bhutto yali wa Pakistan. Gundi namugamba ne bamugamba nti mubbi yayina amakamanda we yalonda Zulu Haka. Many people don't know that the former president of Pakistan, General Zulu Haq, was born in Uganda. Tata we yali Dokita Mulago Zulu Haq, Amini Nabagoba. But Zulu Haq told the Bhutto, I apologize or I execute you. Bhutto refused.
Eh?
Yes, you kill me. Tukubagana muna tia woman. Kogambo jabikola gaga bokoma. Era mukimukola mukyala. Nti omusajja akutte musajja ne mukazi we. Amuliwe kati wamwe babiri. Jongo kubenyondo mutwe. What about Galileo? Did Galileo apologize to the Pope? Did Galileo apologize to the Pope? Galileo was hanged. But who is more known? Is that the Pope who hanged him or Galileo? You people have no principles. You have no principles. Don't talk about reconciliation in my house.
Chiche is strong mutima go to say sorry.
No.
What is so heavy in your heart that you cannot apologize?
Nzisibi bakola era omuganda akugamba nti oninyisize nga omusajja omunyamakazi abayina amagezi bw'oba yagala okulinnya mujja wenga togera omugole ayingira sole yamukyapa oluyi kakati kubanga oninyisiza sole yengatoyo era Clinton yagenda mu Congress nanga we are all sinners. I'm seeking forgiveness. Lieberman yamugamba I'm not a sinner. I'm not a sinner like you. Don't hide. You see, Batugamba, nti, a devil will always find the verse in the Bible. Tusanyu wagana. Ninga damage jonko zoji manyi. Abana banga batari sumi bagenda kusoma kati. Fwa baganda tuina moto tukugamba. Munjo yingira nejokera chiwankola.
Atwalekera obiteka mu byalinga everywhere kati kyokola toyamba namuganza mfo ku process of reconciliation musonyiwe
principle
because ayinzo
bw'abali ku principle
yetwogera ayinzo
andi kugamba bw'abali ku principle
anti Museveni gwe yagamba yamwegana
why
is Museveni quiet lwaki Museveni taita cabinet taita select committee oyoze namutuma lwaki asirisa
Beni Kiwanuka yage bamugamba tibobe yagala koleba mutesa yita mu bakopi je bayita he refused. Very arrogant man. What if I do it and you reject me? We have principles.
Mirundi bwabanga akusigudde jajjange azala mbaye bamitanga Janet Lusse akuwagira nti kayatocha na defense ki bwabanga Museveni gwe baddoga nti yakulagira asirise takufaako. Why don't you have yourself
this? But it has an impact ku future yange. Anything that has an impact on my future njitwala seriously.
How can one muga sustain parliament of 425?
Ajaba twala mu court. The question is not the numbers. The question is the principle. Are they going to gag everybody? Chindabagambi. Temudoza mu short term. Akasajja kamabirizi kagambi omulamuzi nka mu challenginga. Where is your wealth? Akasibi busibi. And you keep quiet. Ne court nekiriza. Supreme Court. Are you not challengeable? Are you God? Do you attend God's cabinet in heaven? Teri power itachekingebwa. No. Naye nti omulamuzi omwogedde nze mubi nkolanga nensuulako omulamuzi eddalu. When I commit an offense and I don't commit crimes because I know my head. Tibonjoga tukubagana paka mambi.
No, you commit crimes but you commit them quietly.
I don't commit crimes.
No, bwoba ologa banno kati oli wadde nakumusaba you going to kill him. Ogenda genda mu basajja baabalo ogera kyogera.
Batta kuba bwaki omwana wange asasule.
Kati eddogo is a crime. Eddogo is a crime gyolaga. Eddogo lyokola crime.
Mujja kutujoganga bumutambula bumugenda.
Eddogo is a crime. Confirm.
Ensi tetambula bwetyo. Ensi etambulira mu harmony. You have interests, I have interests.
Good.
Yes. But don't
how about when your urge for your interest kills my urge?
How?
You want to see to my interests.
Nti tugano ababaka ba parliament bagano okwogera ne gye bawugeredde. What type of parliament are you building? Nti there's a big brother. So you get it now. Katuntu akujjayo. What discipline? Me no.
And the mistake you make is Katuntu Emusoga nga mumuwadde to deal with a fellow Musoga. Bagati ndozo oba.
Katuntu muganda wange okimanya ekyo. Ndi Katuntu is my close relative.
You have said it before.
Yes.
But I don't know who do you share.
Katuntu bamulimba obwagonde. Obwayigigi babumuwa. Bali bagala bagobere Kasekende mu bank. Naga it is not Kasekende, is law. The law governing Bank of Uganda, the charm. When you are dealing with these people, you sleep with one eye. That's why I don't associate with them. I don't associate with the mafias.
But you know whatever they do. How do you get to know whatever they do? You are the biggest expert on mafia dealings here.
Everything weaknesses are. Do you believe that a country which is capable of patrolling the risky streets of Mogadishu cannot protect Ugandans to the extent that when the police stations are attacked, the policemen run out? Kakati uchazira bayunga bazirumba. Uchazira bayuka sana chogera.
Sani abadde azirumba.
Anti nakugamba nti bakuliyetinga group egamenti Muhoozi tajja. We are fighting again, not to Muhoozi kuba yajja. Never mobilizing about Gundi, but veterans. The veterans have been ignored for many years. What if they come in the city and they refuse to go? Gomanyi kubezibera. Fetro naline fujo kosomererita banga mu secondary school. Kati bati itanga taatawo ngogena mutawuni ngogulayo omusajja. Naye omusajja yakuba omwana emboko. Sente zange zenyonona nokola omwana naga nti ono sitata naguze mugule. This is not my real father. I got him from Kakati mumushobola okuleta ba veterans mu kibuga ne balimiramu. Another person can take advantage of this. Certainly coups. Mumutu ruya coup d'etats. Ziva kuchi. A person reacts like a snake. Bimuzanyamo nti yuro shomeriyete Muhoozi mukolechi. A person operates like a snake. Snakes are not violent. Any person will tell you. A snake omuganda akugamba nti wekalungu huyo bogwita nti musota guwulira omuganda naga step on your toy. Why? I don't know how the Baganda scientific. Omusota guwulirwa through its body kubanga sound moves faster in the solids. Omusota bweguba gutambula gukuwulira mita 4. Omutemu ne gusigala gutali mutemu ne gugenda mu kibuto kyago n'abayekera bwe bakola. Abayekera bayinza okuba bakagulugudo bwe bati ne bawulira emotoka ejja ne bagiteka upo landmine solids. Kakati a human being, when you look at all the problems we've been having, why did Obote become a dictator? Was because Gulesi Bingira mobilized against him amujeko. What Obote used the military to counter the political maneuvers against him. Otherwise, Obote okufuuka dictator yamanya bwenteka wokulonda ne bankubaka lunina future. That's what I'm telling you. I see these people talking about the future of their children. Are your children metaliki? Abange bemubonyabonyeze emyaka 24 bosibana. Why do you believe in your children? Our worries. Worries mujijewa banubbi bote bagirekawo. Abanubbi tebagirekawo. Ngaba na Baganda bagamba. Buganda mujijisanga mujireka definitely. A living thing and a non-living thing, one lives after the other. Obanga baseka paka bali mu masiro. Ate ya argument. Buganda mwajisanga mujijireka. Definitely. Ne bakabaka bagirekawo. That's not an argument. Kakati mwe lwaki bulowooza ku baana bamwe ne future na fa baffe mu balowoozezzaako be mujoze. Are we going to go to China to eat snakes? Muhoozi yanagenda China to eat snakes.
Let's have a short break. Let's have a break. We'll be right back.
Obujozi we buyitirize. Reduce your obujozi. Obujozi.
Ate osobola okutugoberera ku Simon Muyanga Lutaaya ku
bantu bajja
ku Twitter ne ku YouTube.
Tewali akoledde bantu seetenga. Kakati let me tell you a proper analysis on this. People don't realize that nti mumulowooza. This is why the constitution ya 1995 concentrated much on president. Nebamujjako obuyinza bwonna. Betty Kamya kyogeranga nnyo imperial presidency. But the issue was not the president, it was because these were lawyers. The president of the United States has more powers than Museveni.
Where about?
Yes. We have what we call the political decision doctrine. When the president of the United States declares war on Saddam Hussein, nobody can sue him. Decision doctrine. Presidential decision doctrine. Bajirina. You cannot sue him. Ayina kyebayita recess appointment. When Congress rejects his appointment, the President of the United States waits Congress to go on recess. Namutekawo. Webakoma tebamujjaawo. Museveni does not have all of this, apart from giving them money and begging. Kakati bali abaite bamanyi byabufuzi balowooza ti constitution ya 67 yalimbi. No, Museveni governed this country in the 1967 constitution from 86 to 95. Yasiba abantu. No. If you analyze these human rights violations as self-inflicted, drones, no. Muhoozi has defeated you. Why?
It is not that.
Wait.
Mirundi.
This man, you are implicating in human violations. When we talked about Narufenya, his name did not appear. When he talked about safe houses, his name did not appear.
And it is only you who is putting it to him.
The
United States is saying it is Museveni responsible for the human rights services.
And you see, unless you are stupid.
You have not seen drones?
Let me. Those who are arrested in drones appear in court, which means this is.
They are those who have not appeared.
Yes.
Who
yes.
No,
we would organize. I'm telling you. Let me tell you. Under the system, under our current system, a policeman would come and introduce himself to the village council. Or what defense in Nigeria? You can even be accompanied by your relative. But this change, you come to me, I shoot you. The change arrests. You must identify yourself.
That's what we are saying.
Yes.
That's what you know, Mirundi. Nango okusoka nali sikiriza mu bigambo bya Nuupu.
Yes.
You understand about the human rights abuses. But the day Bobby Wine lwe yaleeta abaana bonna bakyala babakwatiddwa n'aba ne relatives baabwe ekamwokya, I said, this is real.
And you see, what about the Human Rights Commission? The Human Rights Commission is a constitutional body. What does it do? Not to kill the institution. Where do you get a woman like a Wangadia? Examine the members of this commission. They are failures. They don't know what to do.
How?
Where you have a sitting human rights, a constitution, give it to me. Before the President Kagame.
So let's first accept. Are there human rights abuses in Uganda?
Fighting for human rights is perpetual. But once you want to personalize them, let us argue as a gun. What are we quarreling over? The vehicle does not matter. In fact, with the taxi drivers, we want to sue government because many people fear our drones. Drones are motor case workers. So we are no, let the police acquire.
Let us go.
Yes.
If we agree that there are human rights abuses, who is responsible?
The Human Rights Commission will tell us. Yes.
Who is?
Until the people do not put. Governments don't make concessions. Governments operate by pressure.
Mu government ya Museveni eyagala enyaaba ani atulugunya
mulimu abalimu mulimu subterfuge ebikola.
The subterfuge stronger than the state.
Kyobula bona ayagala kukiwa buyiyi pirawo alimu ekigodo ky'embizi yiwa muganda wange yiwa ekintu kyenda wali mukiwe pirawo alimu ekigodo ky'embizi ne bakaba katono bwe kati yiwa muyiwe kintu bakinfiltrating dda. So kakati we must talk about human rights. Not personalizing them. No. No. Let us say security egule motoka ezaayo. But in a country where you find a general Kasigas says they are rebels. A general Otafire says they are not. Kati if you are Museveni, what do you do? Who is correct, who is wrong?
I fire both.
Anti achinkubulira. This is where we are. Nabagamba nti obwana bwa P1 obwa nursery okuma mu P5 ngogenze ku speech day buzina bulungi nakanyira ne bwekagwa tekikatwa tekanafuna ba boyfriends. But when it comes to P6 ne P7 bazina bemola. Why? They have seen boyfriend. Kasobola kuti waliwo ate Otafira ayinza kubanga ali ku side ndala nga Kasigazi ali ku side ndala. Why don't we agree? Doctors can agree on a cause, but they differ on the medicine. But at least on the disease they agree. That you have malaria. Yes. But you can take a doctor will tell you. Yes. Yes. Very, very good. We must look at this human rights issue in that we have countries suffer political inertia.
Abagamba nti Museveni alemegenda ku meeting ya Biden. The whole record of human rights abuses.
That's not the issue. Why?
The issue is
if he does not,
it is not good for Americans to
Museveni who hosted the two American presidents, a man like me, who was the spokesperson of the president for 14 years. Do I want to be a minister? A general cannot become a platoon commander. I don't patch a cut. Which job do you give me? Ebyange nabimala. My first appointment nakula mangu nefuka general. Sibera platoon commander. Nti omusajja yayogeranga nti yawandikanga nti your excellency the president of Uganda mbandike through minister. Sisobola nakula mangu ne biggwa. That's the mistake of overgrowth.
Abagala nti ekikula amangu.
Ekifa mangu kati zikodi yange najitta. I made a mistake. Nenkula mangu.
You made a mistake.
Yes, it was a mistake.
It
was a mistake. But sina mulimu mulala gumpa mpa mulimu ki. Tulina mulimu gumpa. When we are discussing anything, you put a job offer on the table, I walk out. There is no job I can do. Sina mulimu, pose gwe mutani wange. But me I don't want any job. Sigwagala. Kakati Museveni
and you know why Ogwetagala because you are just arrogant.
No.
You can
Museveni
why don't you go to the media center and read it?
Me?
Yes.
To be answerable to who?
To phone upon.
In among the Baganda
and Greece, but the
only person who moves backwards in Uganda is a witch. I cannot move backwards. Nti kakati ngoyo Ambassador Mukivi was the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Nga ugenda okweyanjule wa president ngoliaga was the Minister of Foreign Affairs katiani kati ambassador kundi ebyo kundi nenda nabagamba nti mmwe mwino okukiriza when a man chases you from the matrimonial room to the sitting room you are a visitor, from the sitting room you are going to go to the kitchen, then you are charcoal of a bag of charcoal, then the next time you go to the toilet gendera wanungo china value. Yes, these are principled people. Chief Justice.
Why don't you give the consideration that Magezi Gonga Tamale Mirundi get a sector ya Maudi?
In America former presidents get a lot of money by addressing, making speeches because they have the experience. Call on me to address a group and to give him my money. That's what I can do. You call me to address a meeting and you give me my money. And
you can't be a director at the media center?
I cannot. Even a director at New Vision, I cannot. I made a mistake, I overgrew. We must address the issue. In the presence of the Human Rights Commission, it would South Africa Truth and Reconciliation Commission. If this is a defunction, why don't we resort it with this? You have an amnesty commission. Be said. You have the institutions. In the Democratic Republic of Congo, is it democratic? Democratic Republic of Korea, is it democratic? Kati Uganda has many impressive institutions. IGG, Auditor General, Human Rights Commission, and Are they functional?
Job alaze. Nga zakatuyamba okule zakakomyawo 240 billion.
Nga bakozesa mmeka? How much money they have used to correct this? That's rubbish. Don't tell it to me. How much money was Nakalema using? This is impressive. Rubbish. Total rubbish.
Baba zenya. Police ekomezaawo 6. Kamya akomezaawo 10 n'ebirala uta general races. That's the problem.
Where is it?
Send this government is Obushuma. From Obushuma they are starting recovering money from Obushuma.
That is so impressive. Where let them tell us the account on which they have put this money. Museveni yabalagiro kuleta ba students okuva China. Gonde nayo gero oludicha. Ebyo byonna byebyo but most of the people who fear Muhoozi are criminals. I'm telling you. Most of the people who fear Muhoozi are criminals. Nti baba agalo unasigalewo. Kijja kwabika mumutakola reforms. It will bust. Kakati ne bongana Museveni okulaba Biden. Have you solved any problem? Kankubuzi.
Yes.
It would have been better for Biden to engage Museveni. But if you don't want Museveni to see Biden, then how does that Museveni is going to feel the Biden is similar? Who hosted the two American president? Who has done it?
No, Chiswaza bwekiti. Kakwe chiri. Olwalero no Mirundi ngaga nti obusajja bwange buli obutasenya manyo bunsolvingira ekizibu. Enkya ne nkulaba ngate Saabasumba azze kulira mukolo wo. Mukerezia siri.
Aliche nkubulira. Ate wabawo kyokola. Bwe bakola ebintu ebyo tuli ba specialist. Waliwo kakati nganze nina nkwata babbi. Ate okutta ngenda walala.
Gwe dogolo likwata babbi. Okutta?
We are skilled.
Kati encha bwe ndaba Saabasumba wakiriza mu ddogo atanziza mu kerezia
oba muntu yenna andi mu abasawo baganda bwe bababbira si buli musawo omuganda nti akola ebintu ebyo nabaganda mu Catholic Church mubaamu mfazi mu ssaza gwe bawo power zezo. But these are not serious issues. The serious issue is how have we agreed kubanga nze mbabulira ne mbagamba as I explained earlier in my submission. This is a drizzle. Why have we reached here? Why have we had the incidents? Do you remember the Mukula incident?
Yes.
Where they put civilians in train wagons?
Yes.
But the issue at that time was to fanya fujo kolechi. Museveni could not listen to this. Era Museveni yakugamba somebody masansa. Why is it that these things are done?
That's what Nope is saying. Yes. Somebody must answer. Yes. And good enough. Yes. Jodo comes on the floor of parliament and says, now that you have the 10, you have the 80.
They don't add up. It is failure to have a competent man who can defend you. Why do you fight me? Get a competent man.
Why do you fight others?
Get a competent man to counter me.
Why do you fight others?
Because I cannot fail to counter somebody with argument. I just listen to you. Nemanya weaknesses. You are talking about other campaign. There is nobody who is making another campaign.
Can this government therefore humble itself and say, nti ebigambo Bobi Wine byayogera n'aba Nuupu beboogera nti okulugunya abantu mu Uganda weekuli ne drone n'abaana okula bituufu. We apologize and pledge to clear the record.
Let us have
you apologize to
let us have a team of independent people to investigate. Remove the Human Rights Commission.
Independent in which way? Because it will be appointed by Mr. Museveni, who you say is responsible.
Religious leaders bani naye nabo baba baguladda. How many times have you seen religious leaders condemning this?
The Catholic Church occasionally does.
Yes. Kakati bo, this is what they mean. Nti, we must have approach. My suggestion is leave the useless Human Rights Commission there. They have seen this as an extension of the civil service.
You can't dismiss it like that.
But they don't know what they are doing. So therefore, not a parliamentary committee, no, those ones are both. let us have a team of credible people. And the problem
you say parliament is bought, religious leaders are bought, the others are bought. So,
prominent people, bwe bana bagamba Bukenya nga bala bava mu Kisinga, bwe bana bagamba Kazibwe yabbe ebidiba, bw'onoyita Kintu Musoke nti yabbe ennyumba za leerwe. This is one of the problems. Nti mu malicious buli omu yenna ne bamwonoona, buli omu yenna Maris nefuuka Maris.
Bonna agamba Mirundi nti mutamiivu.
Yes. And they cannot be used. Let me tell you. The man I admired mu bulamu bwange was called Joseph Martin Shikuku. When I was doing primary 7, I went to Butere and met Shikuku. Shikuku was a Kenyan politician.
Joseph Martin.
Chinyeta yamukwata. Namuga nti, where are you taking him? I'm taking it to committee. Namuga kwa magezi gakuweddeko. Committee nabeera yodda. Tugende n'ogenda kati besi yoyinza omusibira eruzira. Yamanyire yodda yishambuzizi. Ayina nabamulabirira. Besi kati eruzira.
Tasobola kutyayo.
Tatyayo. Era Chinyeta yamugamba nti kati oyagala kukolera ki? I want to go home. Chinyeta naga, take this money back to his home. Yabuuza Chinyeta kati ogenda kunsibira wa? Committee nakamala yobbanga ki?
Ayino committee. Ayino Luzira, ayino Kirinnya, ayino
Chinyeta natta Jeje Kariuki. Yali musajja mu Kikuyunga muto nenga ajereka Chinyeta. Chinyeta watadde halambe ya milioni emu ngondi Jeje atika. Ndibamuwayiriza nga bado bawayiriza. Tiyina abayekera. Exactly. Jeje Kariuki ekyamusaba amuwayiriza aba intelligent. Ndibateze base mu bomu mpase abande bafu. Naye Jeje Kariuki yayina essimu ng'erikodinga in 75.
In 75?
Yes. Yakwata Chinyeta ng'alagira bamutte. Ate bwe bamusola omulambo engonge. Era nga monitor buno. Daily Nation yakuba Jeje in Zambia hotel nga babalimbi. Naye abantu singa baluzira abiwandika ebyobusiro. Nation yatundako ne copy enkubi bbiri ng'abantu bamuzize. The moment Daily Nation mentioned published a story to Jeje Kariuki found is in Zambia, a man called Jeje has bamusanga ku ngongo kill. But Chinyeta wanted to escape by creating yaleta Shikuku to get credibility. Shikuku yakuba esawa mu parliament ng'eddoboozi lya Chinyeta kweriri. So this is the man. Muyinamu obwa minister na era ya demonstrating. Buli omu Shikuku yali very stubborn. Bamitanga the what? The Kenyan watchman. The ordinary man is watchman. Era Shikuku yali mugagga. Sinalaba n'abaana be bayita bagu. So now, if we had, let me tell you, Kanyahamba was taken to Kenya to dismantle the Kenyan judiciary. At that time, you had Njagalamba Buzi. Mu Uganda, we were assembling a team of eminent persons. Bajamwani. Bali nti Africa is assembling. Oba kugenda Taigure, oba kugenda Ludda, Obasanjo is still floating. Is Obasanjo is seen everywhere. Obasanjo was in the Congo 1964, commanding the Nigerian battalion. 1964. Solving African problems Obasanjo.
And is still credible.
Anti Mumina Baliwa. Abamu mubono. Never
prominent person in Uganda
Tetulina.
Sure?
Yes. In the brain that pains me to have been wasted. One of the most brainy people in this country is Amanya Mushega. Never am educated. Education. A wasted man. Abadde wano onna kuva mu East Africa okukola kinga temu sponsor. Amanya Mushega would be sponsored for African Union. To revive the defunct East African community. The first Secretary General, you are killing people, you have killed everybody. Nti malicious footballer yamenya banne bonna. Natwala team, natwala trophy y'omuluka. Bagenda assembling a team y'eggombo ya district nga yabamenya dda. We would constitute a team of eminent Ugandans. to an independent one, and given it time span, and to listen, even in the camera, to the survivors. Yes.
It is bad news for our country if you say we cannot
raise
any eminent person.
Great, a professor, a professor, no banukada. Kakati Gwembulirayo. If Uganda is asked to
even from our religious leaders, we cannot assemble a team of credible.
Anti I say, Obwafu Baba to Baba to Alayen. Never joke, never Nanyako, Naboba Nukulia said. Money is everybody's doves. To be humiliated is money. Money, nobody was a good dignity.
So, from the religious sect, from the economics, from the politics, from the social circles, from the judiciary, we cannot raise a team of eminent Ugandans.
Kubanga would say, who can now tell us? Baga na nibaleta mu constitution ya Kenya. The president wa Kenya okulangirwa nti awangudde. Anawangulanga mu province 3. Kunya. Do you know what this politician did? Batema abantu okubajja e Mombasa. Ne batta abantu mu Rift Valley to reduce the number. Abachikuyu abali mu Rift Valley balonda mu Kikuyu. Ba mainlanders babatte Mombasa. Abanadini bagenda babuuza Moi. Who is doing this? Moi yabagamba nti mazima ga Katonda sibamanyi. I don't know nga ye president nenga tamanyi bakikola. This was intended to reduce the number of foreigners. Abafuluki. Politicians, we are doing it. Politicians, we are doing it without the sanctioning.
To the contrary, by now, you'll be one of the eminent Ugandans, given your experience in journalism, having worked for the president, but you also damaged yourself. Wow. You are abusive.
Yes.
So people call you a madman, a drunkard, instead of saying an eminent person.
Do I mind?
Yes, because now you are also looking for eminent persons.
Politics guerrilla marketing. Guerrilla marketing means that before you join politics, you must cut an image. Which image do you cut? Am I going to be a comparative, a hard-hitting man? I think about it day. Nti Mbabazi, guerrilla marketing himself as a gentleman. Mbabazi omukazi amukissing olabe.
Tuba tutidde mu public.
Anti kubuulira nti Mbabazi tasobola kukola bya Bukenya. Kuba guerrilla marketed himself as a gentleman. Kati bwe tuba tuyingira ebyobufuzi tukubuuza image. Era jjo nagamba omuvubuka nali ku program ngeno ne bamundeetera nga namulaba azannya byakatemba ali amayuni ali aki ne mugamba nti no nekikugamba nga nawali nti Kasumba toyinza muteeka ku traffic n'amala okwogera ebya traffic n'omuleeta n'asoma amawulire aga Wanokiroko News is reserved for gentleman. That brand yesoma Wanokiroko News ndala
nebadde ku street nayo ndala.
That's why tulaba ebi Nigerian tugana okulaba ekina Uganda tubamanyi nti gwazanya ng'omugagga bakubanja ku nyumba. But we assume that every Nigerian is a rich man. If in Uganda tetubiraba because I know bakagula ndiyonji manyi.
Sale bosanja ng'omugagga manyiro ndizo
nekumiziko bakubanja kati ozanya mwazanya kati kumwe amayisi
tuza lokoza emotoka yajijjewa akoza motoka yadija atuddemu. A big story. Buli lwakuna 3 ku 5 ekiro kikutira mu kusawa ey'olwaleero njagala kugibaliriza
let us get a team of 4 eminent Ugandans. If you have them, give them an assignment to investigate human rights violations and make recommendations.
Naye njagala olwaleero, I think as I wind up, njagala kwebaza abaana ba NUP, aba National Unity Platform, especially the leaders, ba NUP, ba Lubongoya, ba Bobi Wine, ba Joel Senyonyi. They have pushed a right cause. Olabana Mirundi Awokizande, there are human rights abuses in Uganda. For that cause, I salute you, thank you, and more.
My son was battered.
Yes, because
my daughter was killed. I was poisoned 5 times. They hired the service to kill him.
So you also attest that
yes,
there are human rights abuses in this country that the president should have. For that one alone, the National Unity Platform and pushing ebirabo binalema ati simunataasa eddembe Uganda. Njagala bwentyo balize olwaleero ne Joseph Tamale Mirundi, nze Simon Muyanga Lutaaya.